Om Shanti. All of you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Okay. Welcome for the therapy class. Good morning, dear. I hope all of you are well. Let's start the session with the one-time Om and Shanti Shanti. So gently close your eyes, keep your back neck straight, and go into your asana. Observe the alignment. Take a deep, long, slow inhalation, deep, long, slow exhalation. Now inhale for the one-time Om and Shanti. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join your both palms, grab your palms, place on your eyes. Feel the warmth. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes and feel Shanti. So, in previous session, we talked about all the problems related to the bones, back issues, osteoporosis, then arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and osteoarthritis. Then spine problems, the diet and fasting and everything. Now today we're going to talk about the upper and the lower respiratory system problems, so sinus and asthma, then bronchitis, and any problem which is related to the lungs, even the COVID-19 situation which is going on, that we're gonna cover today. So these problems we're gonna discuss about it. So upper respiratory system problem is like related to the nasal cavity, throat, right? And lower respiratory system problems, bronchitis, pneumonia, then asthma, and asthma come upper and lower also because it is the problem where you have airway inflammation, right? And then this is corona. Okay, these problems basically come happen because of kapha imbalance and the vata imbalance also. So kapha vata imbalance problem we're gonna discuss about it. Okay, so the problem, what is a sinus? Sinus is basically the hollow space here. Here you have hollow. Have you seen the skull? In skull you have the hollow space in your cheeks, in near your eyes, then your frontal sinus, and then your maxillary sinus is here. Sphenoid sinus, ethmoid sinus. Don't go into the name. I'm just giving you idea about it. The function of the sinus, basically, it provides to reduce it, correct the temperature of the air, which is going from outside to inside, right? It corrects the temperature of the air because outside air is so cold. If you're in the winter, European countries, so cold, right? If that air go into your lungs would be freeze out. Okay, so these sinus, what they do, they basically change the temperature, which is cold, and it make the reduce the temperature. It make the temperature comfortable according to your body. So sinus do these things. This hollow space of the sinus also, There's a passage. So most of the dust, when you inhale through the nose, so most of the dust and pollen and all the pollutants in the air would be gonna filter in through this passage also. So you have the Cecilia hair, right? Don't remove your hair. It is a filter. Okay. So people are nowadays they plucking their hair from the nose. Stop doing it. More hair, it means you have the great filter in your nostril, which gonna filter the dust, pollutants, pollens, and other things, which is um, present in the environment, right? And always inhale through the nose. Then airways, the pipe which give which passes trachea, the windpipe, which we call in layman language, that provide you the air go through the nostril, reach to the your upper palate, and then go into the your air pipe, passing through the epiglottis, and then it goes through the trachea, go to your lungs. Okay, I think you have did in your anatomy class the respiratory system. So what happened in this when air pipe also inflamed, blocked, then asthma attack you will get because you cannot breath, you cannot take prolonged breath. Your breath become very short. What happened because of the lots of mucus due to the infection, due to the pollutants. It can be triggered by the environment allergy. Some people have the dust allergy. Some people have the pollen allergy. Some people have animals fur allergy, right? So and even related to the occupation, if you're working in the chemical companies or chemical where so many hard smells is present around you, it might be a trigger also. So asthma, many types of the asthma is there, where you get the attack of asthma. It can be triggered by many mode. Okay, there is a many mode which can trigger your asthma. In asthma, basically, air pipes are become shortened. It's like blockage. So it's a long tube which blocked by the mm, dust, pollutants, or maybe lots of mucus your body is producing, and it's stuck in the pipes. So there's no way to pass the air, and oxygen would not be reaching to your lungs, and then you get the attack of the asthmatic attack, and that is the time when you are using the pump. So it's gonna soothe the and also nervous breakdown. Some people get the nervous breakdown, and that time also it's gonna trigger their asthmatic attack. So reason is many, and there is no cure for the sinus problems. Sinusitis is like sinusitis is basically inflammation of your sinus, and asthma is inflammation of your air pipe, right? These are the many reasons of causing the asthma. Okay, it can be happen in your child, when you are child, or the teenager, or any age, doesn't matter. And even also the people who have major, autoimmune disorder, like HIV, tuberculosis, cancer, or they are on antibiotics. That's also, causing your upper respiratory system and lower respiratory system. Bronchitis also, um, your, inflammation of your alveoli and your lungs also. So these are the problems which can happen to you because of the environment factor, because of your diet style, your smoking, your drinking, and your eating habits. That's also can trigger you these problems. So the cure, how we can help them? There's no fixed cure. Okay, in allopathy there is no cure. They give you the pills, anti-inflammatory pills, and which later on gonna damage your liver, kidney, your bladder, your reproductive organs, and the rest of the body, your heart, your lungs also. So those are not reliable because for that you require the long-term treatment. It's not like quickly I can heal myself. No, it's a quite long-term treatment because it go into your, it become the habit of your body. Something go, some does go inside your body, and your body start reacting it. So to make your system strong, we take the help of yoga therapy. Okay, so certain things you can do in the diet. So diet for all these problems. Okay, mm, you can um, write it down. The diet for, so first what they can have it very good. So especially these are the kapha problems. So um, in that condition, very much important that they get those diet which is not producing the kapha. Even COVID affecting your lungs. So in that condition, your kapha would be accumulated in your lungs, in your air pipes, and then you have the shortness of the breath, and then lungs gonna be damaged by it because of the this bacteria. So what we can do about it in this condition? So certain things they can have, um, only few things they can have. So roasted, pomegranate and roasted guava would be given to them, chopping down, cut into the pieces, add the black pepper and the rock salt. Okay, and then they can have these fruits. And papaya they can have. Then apple, again, apple should be kept into the lukewarm water and for 5 minutes, and then peel it, and then warm. It means warm things should be given to them. So all the fruits mostly are cold in nature. So you have to make the warm, and by adding the certain spices, you can change the property of the fruits also. So juices should not be given to them because juices directly gonna give the coldness to their body, bring the coldness to their body. So make sure you should provide them the whole fruit, and or maybe you can chop little bit. You can warm it by roasting it or keeping into the hot water, and then not too much, otherwise it's gonna lose the nutrition. And then adding the black pepper, then ginger powder, raw ginger powder, and little pinch of the rock salt. These things would be added on the top. Okay, and one plate of salad. These fruit salad should be given to them. Um, Papaya they can have also, and chiku also they can have a little warm chiku. Okay, these things is good for them. Then they can have the chana, black chickpea. Black chickpea, all mode of this black chickpea is good for them, like flour, the chapati you can make, and raw sprouts chana would be a little bit steamed, and black chickpea soup you can give it to them. These things are very beneficial. And then moong dal green pulse is very good. um, Again, same way, you should be use open, iron pot or the clay pot for preparing it. Open one, don't cover the lid. And garlic and the ginger, then turmeric, pinch of salt. These things you can add into them. Skin one. Then make sure whenever they have these issues, they strictly boycott the all the dairy products. I also talked about kapha related diet. So dairy products should be completely avoided to them. And then don't give them yogurt also, and banana, and rice. Rice, all varieties of the rice should completely avoided. Okay, and instead of that, they can have the millets, all forms of the millets, chapati, or um, they can make the porridge out of it. Those things they can have um, in their noontime or the morning time. Then nuts are very good for them. So walnut, one walnut and five almonds, and one half spoon would be given them flax seed, then the basil seed, half spoon, then pumpkin seed, and these are very soak under the water, and then they can add into the porridge when they are having the porridge, or just raw directly um, after they soak under the water. In morning time they can start their breakfast with this thing. Again, they have to implement how they have to eat it, provision and systematic way to eat, right? That's they have to adopt it. So these things they can do for their breakfast, even during the lunch. Whenever they feel hungry, they can have the soaked um, nuts. Okay, nuts are really good for them. If you're vegan, this is a complete vegan diet. They have to adopt it. It's very beneficial. Guys, how much you listen?
You said the vegan diet is beneficial for them.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Uh, yeah. Okay, okay. Nuts. Yes, nuts part you heard, right? So these important things should be given to them. Okay. Then they can add few things. Um, um, Understand everything, whatever they are eating, making the cough in their body. So make sure whenever they get that attack, for cougher people, if they have the mucus, lots of mucus symptom, if you cannot figure out they are having the cough, prakriti or what, just see the symptoms. If mucus is coming out from the mouth and nostril, like cough kind of thing coming out, it means the body is on the producing the mucus. In that time, tell them to do the fasting, though their body gonna weaken, if, and give them only the liquid things like black chickpea water, and moong dal soup, very liquid soup, not thick soup, very liquid things should be given to them, and make them do the fasting. Cut all the solids from their diet, because everything making the mucus in their body that time. So fasting is ideal, but check them first that they are capable for fasting or not. If they're so much weak, so put it on the liquid diet. If they're heavy, full of, have the lots of weight, they can go for the diet. They can do the fasting. Then fasting doesn't kill anybody, but yes, weakness comes, that is sure. So whenever they feel weak or BP go down, you can give them the jaggery, a piece of jaggery, and they should keep in their mouth and lick it. Don't chew it, lick it. Okay. So keep it like how you keep the candy in the mouth and taking the, you know, that liquid in rush in your mouth. So developing it slowly and gradually. So these tricks gonna help them to maintain their blood pressure. Then a few things they can add in their diets also. Certain herbs help them, and these are the, I'm gonna write it down for you. Giloy, 𝐿𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵, neem, neem, and turmeric. Even turmeric tablet is also. And basil is also good. So basil liquid or leaves if you get. Okay, one more thing. I don't know you will get these things. Bhanasana Series. The things which I wrote it down, this is the safe things, okay? Don't think about it that you have to think for that. If the symptoms are there, even prevention, for preventing the things. If symptoms, you can increase the dose, but don't give. We're gonna choose the safe side. So morning time, neem and 𝐿𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵, these are the tabs, and turmeric vati is again the tab is available in the market. So good brands like Patanjali or the Dabur or Chandu, these are the good brands. So go with the Indian brands, not the foreign brands, because Indian brands they use the local herbs. You know how they grow, they know the procedure. So the climate play very important role where they are growing the things. That is also the important part of making the medicine. Okay, so Indian climate is very suitable for these herbs, and if you're taking um, these things early in the morning, empty stomach. So one tab you have to lick it. It's like keeping in the mouth. It's so bitter though. You don't gonna like the taste, but believe me, if you do these things daily, for especially for the even in COVID situation, even for preventing those things, because nowadays flu is everywhere. COVID is everywhere and flu is everywhere. If you don't get COVID, you get flu. So even curing the flu symptoms or preventing yourself, working on that, these things work on your immune system. And Banafsa syrup is basically for improving the strength of the lungs. Okay, so improving the strength of the lungs, they should. This syrup is also available in the market. You can Google it. Okay, and take this. These are their sweet herb wallet. Sweet wallet is used in Banafsa syrup. That is a herb. Okay, is improving the strength of the lungs. So empty stomach should be given to them. So before you can take the break, like early morning after your natural calls, after the Usha Pankriya, then you can have lick it. I'm telling you, you have to keep in your mouth and lick it. It's like keeping in your mouth for 15 to 20 minutes. It's gonna um, um, dissolve automatically in your mouth, and then you have to take it inside. This by taking the medicine like this, especially these medicine, is very helpful. It gives you the quick result for strengthening your immune system and strengthening your lungs. Okay, so and then after that, what other things they can do? So Nasse Kriya is very good for all the upper and lower respiratory system problems. So Nasse is like which we call palmity, pouring the lukewarm mustard oil in your nostril. I did the research over the mustard oil. And even with the ghee, local desi cow, happy cow ghee, A2 level cow ghee, you warm it and take through your nostril during the night time when you're going for the sleep. That time you have to take it, and don't spit it out. It would be going into your body. That also you can go for it. And pour the ghee or mustard oil in your ears, navel, then your reproductive areas, okay, your anal area also. So literally you have to feel it, right? Mustard oil give you the burning sensation, but go for it. It will give you very quick results. Or see, this is all the part about the pain. You have to feel the pain in right way. Initial level, if you get the pain through these practice, you're gonna prevent the major pain of your sickness. Okay, this is the trick. So one, 2 or 4 days you might gonna feel the pain with the mustard oil, but eventually you're gonna get used to of it. Okay, ghee, local desi cow ghee is Nasya Kriya can done also with the Vata people. If you have the dry, asthma, dry cough, or it's like cough is mucus is not there. In that time, use the ghee, do the Nasya Kriya with the local desi cow ghee, or if you have the mucus one, do with the mustard oil. Okay. Which Kriya? I'll write it down. It's called Nasya Kriya. Now, after Kunjal, I hope you heard about it. Kunjal, the Shatkarma. Kunjal is also good for the the bone-related problems because it removes the ama. Kunjal is like puking. Everybody knows the puking, right? You do the puking. Some people do the puking after drinking the beer, vodka, or other things, but we do the puking with the lukewarm water. But these things you have to learn under the guidance of the yoga teacher. Okay, not yoga instructor. Be careful. So Kunjal Kriya is good for them. Puking thing. It's gonna work for the even bone related problems also and the kapha related issues also. Okay, this respiratory system problems, all the problems, no matter what problem you got. So you can go with the Kunjal, but learn first, okay? Because you require lots of precaution when you are practicing the Kunjal. It's not just by watching the YouTube video or I can teach you online. No, you require the offline classes for that. Okay? Then massage is also good for them, and steam is very good for all the respiratory issues. So neem leaf steam, you can add, or ajwain. Ajwain is very good. Ajwain steam also given to them. So 2 times morning and evening time you can give it to them. And massage should be done with the castor oil or the sesame oil. You can use little bit, not too much. And then after that, that hot bath should be given to them. These things they can do it. Okay. Then asan and
Along with neem leaves, what one thing you said that can be added?
ajwain is ajwain.
These are to be added in the oil, right?
No, not oil.
In the
In
steam. Okay.
Yeah. When you're taking the steam, these herbs should be added, and then take the steam 5 minutes morning and evening, and make sure cover yourself. Don't immediately after taking the steam go out tap yourself and sweat is there and cool down your body normally. Then do the massage and then take the bath. Okay, that is a procedure. And asanas, what kind of asanas you can give it to them? So all the asanas, which is the chest opening asana, okay, chest opening asana. So where your chest is open. So Bhujangasana is there, then Madhyam Gati Bhastrika should be given to them, where you chest breathing, thoracic breathing is very ideal for them. Then Chakrasana is they can practice. That's also Ardha Chakrasana also good for them. Then Ustrasana. These names you can, I think you can ask to the asana team. So Chakrasana, Ustrasana, then don't give them more than 4 or 5 asana, okay? 4 or 5 asana, that's sufficient. Ustrasana, Chakrasana, Bhujangasana, Dhanurasana, 4 poses is ideal for the treating these things, okay? If they cannot practice, easy chest opening practice where you can tie your hand at the back and then easily your chest is open. When you activate your shoulder blade, your scapula, and easily you can and then do the deep, prolonged chest breathing. So hold the posture and do the chest breathing. It's gonna help them to practice to improve the health of their lungs. Okay. Then breathing, the 4 phase breathing which I talked about it. One is abdominal breathing, thoracic breathing, then yogic breathing, and nadi breathing. These should be given to everyone. Beside that, what they can do, Bhastrika Madhyam Gati or Mand Gati. Start with the Mand Gati means the very slowly Bhastrika pranayam should be introduced, not fast version. Don't introduce the fast Triva Gati Bhastrika pranayam. It should not be good for them. But Mandagati, very simple, easy, deep, prolonged, is more like a chest breathing. Okay, that pranayam should be introduced to them. Then after that, they can only these breathing is sufficient for them. Before taking any meal, they can do the right nostril breathing. Okay, right nostril breathing. Whenever they go for the meal, right nostril breathing should be given to them. Then meditation. Any active meditation should be introduced. It could be a kirtan or chanting or little bit dancing or walking mindfulness meditation is ideal for them. Even Brahmari pranayam also you can introduce to these people. Okay, Brahmari pranayam is also ideal for them. So these are things they have to go for it, and these are the general tips to cure these kind of issues. But make sure they have to keep their body warm, and so they have to wear the more clothes comparison to the rest of the people. The body remain in the warm, places. So because in European countries so much cold. So if you're giving the treatment to these things, make sure you have to change their places. Like they have to go to the coastal area or somewhere where they have the sun. They have to come with the contact with the sun. So these general guidelines would be very effective when they change their environment. Okay, and by doing this, easily you can help them out. So any doubts still here? Any question?
No.
Okay, lovely.
No,
Let's
thank
end
you.
the session. Okay. Add the session with the one-time Om and Shanti Shanti. Gently close your eyes and the awareness towards yourself. Now take a deep, long inhalation. Exhale. Inhale through the womb. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently open up your eyes and Om Shanti. Mangalu, bless you. Keep motivating yourself and keep learning. Bye-bye. Take care. Meet you at meditation class.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.